ClaretsTV speaking to Chum City goalkeeper Jacob Marsden after the late win here at Dartford. Jacob, how's the team feeling after that win?
Yeah, I think it's always a really good feeling, especially when you're winning the game from behind and as late as we did. And obviously coming here is no easy place to go. They're where they are in the league for a reason, so to pick up a win here and at home also it just shows what we've got in the group.
And you sort of didn't have much to do in the game really, but they sort of kicked it long and you sort of had to be alert on the edge of your box quite a few times because they were sort of hitting it into the channels.
Yeah, they didn't probably have too many shots on target. The first half was quite difficult with the weather and the wind, which required a lot of concentration from myself and obviously everyone in front of me as well. So it's a team effort with defending. And then I think we rode that storm really well, and probably everything was perfect up until half time, other than the scoreline. I think we probably still had the better chances, even the first half, even with the weather. So we were looking forward to and relishing the second half, and glad that we could do what we thought we could in the dressing room.
And I suppose we're used to it at Melbourne with the windy conditions. How is it sort of kicking into the wind? You've got to put that extra bit onto it, make sure, because it's only going to the halfway line, sort of looping up in the air.
Yeah, so you just have to try and put it in the best area you can, and sometimes it dies a little bit when the ball's in the air, sometimes it picks up even more, it seems. So just have to give yourself as best a chance to pick up second balls sometimes, and play sort of percentages that way. But both teams had to deal with it, us in the first half, them in the second. I think it's more important probably how we played with and without the wind, that it necessarily didn't maybe affect us as much as what it would other teams.
Yeah, and then the second half we come out really strong. We had that sort of opening 15 minutes. We had one cleared off the line, then they've hit the post at the other end. So we had to be sort of alert at the back, even though we were pressing for the equaliser.
Yeah, so I mean it's always difficult. They've got a lot of quality in their team, and they're always going to muster up chances because of the players on the field, and as well the scoreline we were in. We were pushing, we had the win behind us, we needed the goal, so there's always going to be little spaces that they can exploit. Thankfully, obviously the post done its job for me this time, but I think we're more than deserving of our goals and the win.
Yeah, and a really good strike by Odie Alpha off the inside of the post, and then we've kept it alive late on to win it with Gio McGregor coming off the bench.
Yeah, I think from the defensive point of view, like myself, Addy, Brooksy and Frankie, it's always okay. We conceded the one in the first half, but the second half, make sure that we're still in the game. We've got more than enough to get a goal and get two. We've shown that. So to make sure that we give the solid base that we can do. And then let the boys do what they've done. It was an excellent finish from Odie. I didn't really even sort of see it go in. It's just come off his foot, and then the place has erupted behind the goal. And then it's a real class control finish from Gio. And I do think after our first goal and the equaliser, that it's probably going to be only one team that could go and push on, because I think it was coming. And that's what we said at half time, just got to keep pushing, keep believing. The scoreline was probably a little bit false, just mainly because of the wind and us being under a bit more pressure, and I think the second half showed that with the wind behind us, how we capitalised on it and how well we performed. And
we won today, but it's still not wrapped up the playoff places, only 6 points outside the playoffs in 8th, so the key games coming up with the Easter weekend especially, so 6 more league games in the regular season to go.
Yeah, I don't think the mindset changes. We roll into one game and then try and get the win and roll on to the next. Even if we were sitting comfortable in the playoffs, none of the boys would be allowed to, or would even dare taking the foot off the gas, because if we are going to keep pushing, we've got to keep pushing to get in the playoffs, and if we want to make a good account of ourselves in the playoffs, then we have to keep that momentum and keep that energy up that we've been showing in recent weeks. But obviously, like I said, we're rolling into next week and focus on that first, and then tick that one off hopefully, and have 5 more to go.
Well done to yourself and the team for today's win, Jacob, and look forward to the next one.
Enjoyed it. Cheers, mate. Thank you.